founding fathers of AMG, Albrecht and Melcher, used to say, you can't make a Mercedes better, but you could make it different. And this different is driving performance, and that's what AMG has stood for all these decades. Now, AMG is writing a new chapter.
Our concept car is now becoming a record car.
This is quick.
From time to time, we at Mercedes-Benz launch tech programs. For Mercedes and AMG, it's always pushing the boundaries.
We thought it would be a great idea to implement our AMG EA powertrain into this program. The main goal of the concept AMG GT XX car is to run one time around the world, not in 80 days, but in 8 days. I asked my team if they can make a rough simulation about this, and the result was 10 days. The circumference of the Earth is 40,070 kilometers. So when we want to achieve this within 8 days, that means that we have to run more than 5,000 kilometers per day, and this constantly over 8 days, inclusive charging.
A record attempt that I think will put electric performance into a whole new dimension.
Mercedes-Benz has such a long racing history, a fantastic AMG history. So we're combining really the passion of AMG here with the history of the company. And this goes back to the 70s when we broke so many world records with the orange C111.
Die entsprechenden Versuche fanden vom 12. bis 14. Juni bei Nardo in Süditalien statt. Aufgrund seiner geografischen Lage bot der ca. 12,6 Kilometer lange Rundkurs günstige klimatische Voraussetzungen.
And they broke all sorts of records with that car. And here we are now, 50 years later, with a car that kind of looks the same in a way, but has had 50 years of progression in technology.
I'm George Russell, and I'm a Formula One driver for the Mercedes-AMG Petronas F1 team. Here at the famous Nardo Ring, Mercedes has set several long-distance records before. We aim for a 24-hour record, achieving the furthest distance ever covered with an EV. We aim for a 10,000-kilometer record, covered in the shortest time ever by an EV. We aim for a 25,000-kilometer record, covered in the shortest time ever by an EV. We want to drive around the world in 8 days, so we're doing over 40,000 kilometers.
In 8 days, around the world, that is the target. Big ambitions always race against the clock. It's a bit like finishing your thesis in college. You're still writing the night before it's due, but the important thing is you get it done. That's what we are doing too. Right up until the very last minute before the record attempt, we will be fine-tuning every little detail, because that's what you do when you are chasing records.
The next 3 months will be incredible, full of work. There's lots of engineering work to be done, I would say day and night, from the team here to make sure we can hit the record.
Aber die Realität wirft uns dann meistens noch Steine in den Weg.
Wow, what a challenge. We're stressing the hardware incredibly hard on the car, on the charging systems. We're working the drivers really, really hard. We're trying to work out how will we make the optimal strategy? What do we need from each of the teams? So from the excitement and the anticipation of a great challenge, it quickly turned into a huge jobs list of all the things we needed to do to try and give ourselves the best chance of having a successful mission. The timeline was incredibly aggressive. The easiest thing to do is lose time and be conservative.
Can we really beat our competitors in such a wide dimension? Can we really afford to take the most important engineers, guys from the workshop, project managers, put them into a project like this, while at the same time developing AMG EA at full speed? Because we don't take all this effort, just go on the track and beat them by a little margin. This program is immensely important for our upcoming electric platform AMG EA, because it uses the same drivetrain technology that will arrive in the market as early as next year.
When Gottlieb Daimler and Carl Benz invented the car, they were pioneers. They were thinking in complete different dimensions. They didn't pick up a horseshoe and said, how are we going to make this lighter and make the horse run faster? Their thinking was, let's get the horse out of the equation and start a whole new industry, invent a machine that truly changed the world. That mentality is part of the DNA of this company. It's certainly part of the DNA of the AMG team. So that's what we do. We take very, very, very difficult tasks. We almost write down an ambition that is impossible to fulfill, and we prove that it can be done, but then we also take it to the road. So you just can't stop us.
So here you're getting a glimpse into the most secret area of that company. As we only have a little bit more than 2 months now left, I think time is running.
Dann check mal, wo der ist, das ist wichtig.